What brutes? What cowards? What fiends?
The new daddy in the boot like Boo Radley. Only wash my pants and my pants are too baggy. Fresh out the dryer, thighs larger than Mark McGuire's. Got a stiff upper lip with zip lines of my saliva. That's enzymes to digest. Eye of the tigress on the internet. No man is an island. I'm on the internet like hot singles in your area. I'm on the internet living life vicarious. Throttle down data, wireless carriers. What a time to
Chiggy check check, whippy whip whip, motherfucker coming through. Let me get a sniff of that motherfucking cheese nib. Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday morning, April 10th. Yes. Before I even get into any other news, I'm going to tell you about one sponsor. This episode of the podcast is brought to you by DeMcKelly's Barbershop and Emporium, located at 6 Kirby Road in Cromwell, Connecticut, exit 21 off of I-91. DeMcKelly specializes in all types of men's haircuts and hot shaves. Services are also available by appointment only, which can be made conveniently online at DIMICHELES barbershop.com. DeMcKelly's, or by calling 860-502-3540. Gift cards are available in any denomination, and they also offer my personal favorite, their own water-soluble pomade. So go get a fresh cut, a clean shave, and some awesome product, and tell them Ben sent you. DeMcKelly's Barbershop and Emporium, responsible barbering. And before you go get your fucking haircut, go next door to the Vernazza Cafe, get yourself a motherfucking turmeric latte, ease those joints, ease that arthritis in your dick. It'll help. My hair is getting really fucking long, and there's going to be a time when I can't even use pomade anymore. I'm like slicking it back. It's going to be all the way down my neck, but I have to like look a certain way throughout the day. But hopefully one day I'll be able to pull it into a side pony so I can flex on y'all. Today I have a fucking beautiful guest. He also has a nice, he's bald actually, but he has a nice beard. He's a really nice beard. My friend, Old Self, the rapper. His CD comes out today, and you're going to want to go get it because it's produced by LT Head Trip, and it's come out on We Are the Karma Kids. Hit him up. Probably go to his fucking Instagram, Old Self. Bet you he has some sort of way to purchase it through his YouTube channel, Bandcamp. I don't know. But you could probably just go straight to his Instagram, and if he has half a brain, he will have it in the bio section. And I guarantee you he does, because today's the day it drops. Go get this fucking dude's his fucking album. It's fucking good. Listened to it the other day when I had to take a long walk, and it was fucking awesome. I don't listen to a lot of hip-hop today. As a rapper, I kind of get fucking bored of listening to rap. And that's not like, I might rap, but I haven't, put anything out for a little while. But I don't listen to rap when I'm fucking driving around. I'm listening to podcasts, or I'm listening to fucking black metal. And this shit made me fucking smile, and I really, really fucking enjoyed it. So I would encourage you to go pick it up wherever digital music is sold. So we get into all kinds of shit. We talk about rap. We talk about life. We talk about the divide that people have to conquer when they are a rapper and they move into the professional field. We talk about all kinds of good shit. We talk about Connecticut. We talk about some of our favorite people. And we just shoot the shit. He was a great guest. There wasn't one point in the podcast where it took like a lull. He was a great conversationalist, and I hope to have him back at some point. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I give you Old Self.
I break bread, 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 I break bread, break bread, break
Hi.
Go.
Hey, Ben.
Here we go. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good now. Well, you guys are hearing this Tuesday morning, and I'm here with my buddy Old Self. He's a rapper from Connecticut, and we're going to fucking get into everything that he likes in his life and his music. So I hope you're fucking ready for the fucking ride of your life.
Wow. I'm really happy you said that you're good, right?
I am good.
Yeah. I don't like sometimes people say like I'm well in a condescending way.
Or
right?
they say like, I'm fucking great. And you ain't fucking great. Great means like perfect. And fucking, I don't want to be around you if you're in that good of a mood.
Yeah.
So let's get into this. Where should we start? I met Brian.
That's my government name.
That's your government
Give
name.
me a little wink there, too.
I won't say, I won't say your last name. Shit. Had to be about... Shit.
I can't actually place it, to be honest.
Probably.
Was it at a show?
Yeah.
In New London, maybe?
It was at a show that we both were playing at. Maybe Cafe 9.
Okay. I might have asked you to play that show.
Yeah. You were booking small shows at Cafe 9.
Yeah.
And around the area.
Yeah, Crunch House.
Also, I was going to say also might have met you at a Crunch House. I'm going to say like 8 years ago, maybe something like that.
I think that's too long ago.
2010.
I don't think I was doing shows in 2010. But let's say 2010.
No,
Right.
you're right. It was probably around. So I started working at my job in 2012, and I definitely knew you then. So
Okay.
probably about 2012.
That sounds about right. Because I was doing that stuff when I was in grad school. I think that was 2014. Maybe I was doing it before that. It's not important. But
No.
we've known each other for some years.
We've known each other for 100 years, and it's
Yeah.
been good.
Oh, it's been great.
So you got a new album out, and that's the whole reason that we got you on here.
Yeah,
Other
that's-
than I really just like you.
Ah.
And you are about to take off on tour, but your album is coming out today. Mm-hmm. So let's talk about that. Let's open that up. We can, we
Okay.
can light the fuse right there.
Yeah, so the album is called Word Art Gallery. It's produced by LT or Lieutenant Head Trip from the Karma Kids, a NYC rap collective, and I'm going on tour with his duo Bald Afro, which is him and Googie.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's someone called my music once. I played with this weird like electronic noise group from Oakland. They were on a show with Buttress that I played at Crunch House maybe like a year ago, and they're like, "Wow, that was awesome! It's like late stage capitalism rap." And I'm like, "Oh wow, that's the perfect terminology to describe my music." Because I was trying to. The album, the theme is sort of like participating in nostalgia culture, but also mocking it.
Yep.
And yeah, late stage capitalism rap is the perfect way to summarize what it is.
I get that. I love that. So yeah, I've seen you play out a couple shows here and there, New Haven, New London area, and we played. Oh yeah, didn't we both play one of the hip hop for the homeless shows?
Yeah, I played a couple of those 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. And Joey Bass just gave me awful time slots. I was like, wow, I really saw like the politics of all the hip hop for the homeless stuff with the time slots and who went on when.
In his defense, it's really hard to do that many
Yes.
people.
Oh, yeah.
Like when those
Oh, yeah.
flyers come out, and it's like, those flyers look like one of those things at an eye doctor's office.
Yeah.
Like it gets smaller and smaller.
It makes me sick how many rappers are on it. But
It's so funny.
But yeah, no disrespect to Joey or disrespect to Joey. I don't know, but it's like I was super happy to be on them. But it was always like I would drive an hour to New London and be like, "All right, you're on first."
yeah. You were supposed to be on 5 minutes ago. Why aren't you here yet?
And then the next night drive to Hartford, and then he's like, "Yeah, you're on at 1 a.m."
Yeah.
And
So sit back. You'll be here for 6 hours. We love Joey Bats. Shout out to Joey Bats.
Yeah, but those shows were a good time, and like for the most part, a really cool like community building experience because I get to like perform and meet other rappers from around the state that I don't normally otherwise.
I met a lot
interact
of cool people from those few shows, those few years he did.
with. Yeah,
I met you. I actually think that's where I met Mister. No, I think I met Mister way before that at a regular show. What's that fucking bar that they used to do the shows at right up the street from Keys and Kites? To the left.
Oh, New West Cafe?
Yeah, I met him there, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. We both knew somebody in, what do they call it, in common, and that's how I met him. And I think then he bridged the gap to meet you.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
That's how you make rap friends.
Yeah, I actually just saw, was he going by now Mr. still? I saw him last night.
He's all over the place.
Christoph.
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 Mr.
Mr. CM Punk Martian.
Mistoph sounds like something you clean your keyboard with.
After you sneeze on it.
I think, I had him up a couple weeks ago. He's always a good time. Me and him go off the rails and just start talking about fucking who built the pyramids and shit. Like,
Yeah, those were fun episodes to listen to.
yeah, he's great. Yeah, but I always remember like sitting down and watching you rap. As like being somebody that actually had to go through the process of putting his music out there and like not really giving a fuck if people like it or not, I would like sit back and I'd be like, this dude don't give a fuck, but there's going to be people with the same mind frame that are going to fucking love this. But if you played it for your regular fucking bro in college or just like a fucking dude at Hot 93.7, they're going to be like, what the fuck is this? And I appreciated it. But like, I would just sit there and be like, yeah, everything that's coming out of this guy's mouth right now, I can like really relate to. And there's so many, I think dudes like you, and there's a couple other rappers like you, like, throw in things that two people are going to get in life. And I love that. I do that. Mr. does that. I know a couple other people that do that. A couple of my friends from Albany. And I just love obscure reference rap.
And like the people that do get it, it means so much to them.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
But the layman is just like, what is he talking about? And that's where the divide happens. That's where they're not woke.
Yeah, it's definitely
they're not rap woke.
It's definitely not music for college bros.
No,
it's not Chris Webby. Like I do the heavy pop culture references, but it's in a way like I'm making fun of it.
Totally.
I'm just trying to like load in, and in this album, I just load in as much pop culture references as possible.
Hell yeah.
But I'm not like I'm Frodo in the Shire, and people are like, oh, he's in Lord of the Rings. It's like, but I'm getting higher. Oh, smoking weed. I love that.
Oh man. So like let's talk about your background, because I think your educational level has a lot to do with the lyrics you put out there.
Yeah, I'm a teacher, and that sort of influenced me in a way where I don't really swear much on this album, and I'm mindful of my lyrical content in a way.
The older I got through life, I started like, it
was also part of that too, like maturity. But it was sort of an effort. Like, okay, I tried to keep my music separate from my work. And I was interning at this middle school in Milford, which is my hometown. And one day these two kids came in. What's up, old self? And I'm like, oh shit,
dude, I have to deal with the same shit.
And they were at the Milford skate park, and someone I'm friends with was like, why are you talking to 11-year-olds at the skate park? But was like, oh yeah, you know Mr. Springsteen? Yeah, that's old self, and here's his music and all the stuff. So then I was like, oh man, like people are like, my boss is gonna hear my music now. Yeah,
it's like a level of accountability, and over the years, like I don't deal with children or even adolescents. Mm-hmm. Like the youngest my job goes to is like, 21, 20 or something like that. But like I'll walk through the lobby on my way upstairs to go to the bathroom, mm-hmm. and like somebody will have a grin on their face and they're like watching a YouTube video. And I'm just like, I don't have it in me to tell them not to.
Yeah.
Because if they are like a hip hop fan, who am I to take that from them?
Yeah.
But like in the same like vein, like I have like a video where like a girl's butt is in my face and I'm smacking it because she's my friend, and that's what I wanted to portray myself in. We did like a video and it looked like a Google Hangout, so it was like one main screen with 6 little things on the side.
Oh, that's cool. What's the name of the song for this video?
What the fuck is the fork and knife? You know when you like record a song with a friend and you don't do it for years, and then they go play a show and they're like, yo, can you come and do that verse? And you got to listen to it for like a month.
Yeah.
I have to do that for a show I have to go to in Albany next week. And it's like everybody had their prospective little things. And I knew this girl there was a friend of mine from the gym, and like I love women and I respect women. She had a really nice butt, and I go, would you feel okay with just putting your butt in my face for this video? And she was like, totally, I would love that. But now that's on the internet for maybe one day my bosses to see, other patients to see, and I have to like explain like that to them. But years ago at the time, they're like people's consciousness and movement have moved to a place where I'll still swear in my rhymes and shit.
Yeah.
But there are certain phrases and things that have been like phased out over the years, and there's a level of political correctness that I'm 40 years old, so now I've gotten to a point where I'm just like, I'm just trying to be weird and obscure. Like I might not even like touch on certain things. I don't think there's ever been a time where I didn't swear, but like there's definitely like things I don't touch on anymore because I know people are watching that are professionals.
Yeah, and you just have to be able to stand by your stuff. I have a friend who's a rapper who uses like, I would say, the bad F word, as you're talking about like things moving into like political correctness. Like, the bad F word.
Yeah.
And he'll like use it between songs and like use it in songs. I'm just like cringing when he's doing it, and like I feel like he's stuck in the past in that way. And it's like, I don't think it's so much as like needing to force yourself to be politically correct, but when you're saying things like swearing in music is fine, and I don't think you should like anyone should limit themselves creatively. But if you're gonna say things like the bad F word and like hateful things in your music, like you need to be aware that you're putting up barriers to other people.
You're like, cutting off a whole group of people. And like years ago, like when I was like recording to like cassette in like 1993, 1994, like one take in your boy's attic, and if you fuck up, everybody's got to go again. Like one of those deals. I did say the bad F word.
But that was a different time, right? And
I got to a place where like a friend of mine, I'm not friends with him anymore, but a friend of mine in like a really, really big band, like kind of like looked at me. So did Yak Balls. Well, I'll tell you, Yak Balls and Daryl Palumbo like both had different conversations with me at the time about using the bad F word, and now they used to at a certain age, and now like I have gay friends, you know what I mean? And like, the thing is like, I have gay friends that will rock with that song and not give a fuck. But I have other gay people in my life that like, I don't want to bum them out.
Yeah.
And the thing is like, I think a lot of these rappers are using it for like a bravado statement. They're not coming from an anti-gay, fuck you, homosexual people, I hate you. They're just trying to be cool, and like, it's like a male bravado thing.
I totally agree.
But they don't fucking think about that. And when someone's like whips your fucking CD out the window because you said the bad F word, that's where you lose.
Yeah, for sure.
So
I agree with you 100% on that.
I've had a couple rap lessons be taught to me, and I felt really stupid like throughout the years. But they're things you learn, like stage presence and stuff like that.
Yeah. So like at one point, I took a bunch of my music off the internet because I had this mixtape out. It was like a Motif Boutique, and the song that everyone loves that's on it that I don't even really like to perform that much anymore is "Everyone's on Heroin," and
I remember.
And like, people at first are like, oh, this is awkward, this is weird, but then they're like singing along with it by the end of the song because it's catchy.
And it could have like, you know, an obscure meaning, like not like, oh, everybody's fucking part of the opioid epidemic.
Well, yeah, and it's like I took it off the internet because I felt like, okay, some middle school kid's parent could hear this, and I need to defend this song to them if they were, you know, if this was something they would get upset about, right?
And there might be a kid that's loving your music but struggling with heroin use, and what if he's like, what the fuck?
Well, the reason I wrote that song, and so it's not very obvious when you listen to it, but maybe it is. But it's like and one of my friends put it this way: that was always like a fly on the wall in these scenes, right?
Yep.
Like, so I had in my early to mid 20s, a handful of friends passing away from opiates, overdoses and stuff, and I wrote the song "Everyone's on Heroin," and it seems like a lighthearted drug abuse.
Yeah.
But I wrote it to make my friends uncomfortable, so they would we could confront our other friends or other people that we know that were abusing drugs.
Yep.
Because it always ends up being this unsaid thing, and you see these people, and no one. It's hard to say something, and then it's too late at one point.
Yep.
So that was my intention with that song, but I didn't think it was very obvious to the listener. if they weren't aware of my experiences. So that's something that I was like, I'm going to take this off the internet, at least for now.
Yeah, I respect you for that. That's a huge move. I had a song a couple years ago where it's just like, you know, when you just try to make it work with a word or something and nothing else really works. And I said something like 8 fingers, 2 thumbs. Oh wait, no, something. Choking bitches out, 8 fingers, 2 thumbs. And like, when I thought about it, I was like, like you're a bitch. Like, you could be talking to a man.
Yeah.
But it got to a point where like, I don't want people thinking like I'm choking women out if they want it or not. Like, I'm just not gonna.
Yeah.
And I remember when I would play the show live, I changed that lyric. Like, so I didn't have to say it anymore. But things like, if anybody listened to the original recording, it was still there. But if I played it live, I would like, I made like an edit and I changed it.
Yeah, one time I was on the Yukon radio station on a radio show, and like me and some of my friends doing like a live performance on a radio show, and I had self-edited my swears in the songs, but in my between song banter, I was swearing and not realizing that I was swearing. So someone came. So my friend Carl, who was running the show, like comes in with a sign that says "Stop swearing." I'm like, I'm not. Oh man, I am swearing. All right,
Dude, I've been on the radio before, and it's really, really hard.
Yeah,
it's hard, and I would get yelled at. It's weird. Like, some radio stations have like they don't like. There's definitely some that will be like no swearing at all. Others are like, okay, if it's in the music, it's creative, it's art, that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have like a podcast like this where you could fucking do whatever you want. You know what I mean? It's like, you just have to realize where you are. It was really hard because I kept getting corrected and like chastised almost on the air, and I was just over it because I was fucking up and making the mistake, and I was mad that like it was being public that somebody was telling me what to do, and I was just like, fuck this all around, I'm out of here.
Yeah, so I've been a lot more as I've grown older. I'm 20. I turned 30 this year. Very exciting. I've just been more aware of the things that I say in my music and what I'm putting out there. Because I've in a lot of ways, I need to be professional. I need to be a role model to the kids that I teach. And it would be cool to be like, have my professional stuff separate from my music.
Yep.
Like, I think like Girl Talk did that.
Yeah.
Or something. But I think it's hard for me because as a teacher and a performer in the same area, in some ways I'm a public figure. I'm in the New Haven Independent for this or that. I'm
totally.
on the website. So it's like, it would be a struggle to keep them separate. And then if a kid would find out, they would try to use that against me in some way. So It's just been easier for me to be open about it. To where I actually rapped a song with my guidance students in front of the whole school.
That's amazing.
And it's on the school's website. There's a video of it. This dude, Henry, who just started working for the school that does all of our online stuff. I think he has other stuff that he does, but for now he's the internet guy in my head. That's his job title. He filmed it. So like, we do these town hall meetings once a month, and it's run by the student council and the seniors. And one of the seniors, Sam, he's in my rap and poetry club too, and he's an amazing poet. He's like, I want this to be more like a community building thing, and have like, we have teachers that are jazz musicians and students that sing and do poetry and stuff. So he's like, I want it to be more performances and like more like us just having a good time. So he asked me to rap in front of the whole school, which is like one of the biggest crowds I've ever performed in front of. There's only 200 students at my school, but like, when do I perform in front of 200 people?
Yeah, that's crazy.
And shout out to the Springsteen guidance class, because I was just sitting around them and I'm like, yo, do you want to come up there with me when I do this? I didn't even like prep them for it or anything.
And they were just like, yeah.
They're like, yeah. So most of them came up and like we're doing like waving their hands side to side behind me. And the video is cool because you see like other students in the room like getting down with the song.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And it's funny. Like, I would think that your style of hip hop wouldn't really be palatable to high school kids.
It's kind of not, but since they already know me.
If they have a stake in it, it is. Like, if they're part of it, they're like, fuck it. You know what I mean? Let's do this. And that's cool because you're turning them on to something more.
Yeah, like so there's like another student in the school that's a rapper. He's like, it's not really like mumble rap, but you're sort of like mumbling. It's like, yeah, I kind of am.
Different kind of mumble rap.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome. Yeah, like like I bet you, we were talking before, I bet you Joey Bats had probably hit that wall at one point, you know what I mean? Like, these dudes are all going to hear what I'm saying.
Yeah,
and I'm going to have to like clean it up.
I think in the Yuzu, I don't know how to say their rap name. I think he swears in those songs. Maybe
I think he swears, but he's not doing anything.
Yeah.
He's not using the bad F word. He's
No,
not,
for sure.
Definitely not saying bitch. He's definitely
Yeah.
not being like.
There, like at least like a few years ago, like I looked to him sort of as like, okay, he's getting away with this stuff.
Yeah.
He's pulling this off. So I
He's
could do
doing
this
it
too.
correctly,
So I could do this too.
Totally. Yeah, that's fucking. I never thought I would get to a point in my life where I ever had to think about that.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
You don't think about that when you start rapping.
Yeah, being an adult kind of sucks in some ways.
It kind of sucks, but it is a kind of like, if you can still do it correctly and do that and care about that, that's huge.
I think it's made me a better rapper.
Totally.
'Cause-
You have to think. Like,
Yeah,
you can't just throw something down willy-nilly.
Yeah, and I'm not so like, yeah, I do a lot of revising in my writing too. Yeah, it's like I can't go to certain words as like a syllable filler.
Yeah.
Right. So it's made me a better rapper.
Yeah, I've kind of like moved. I got to a point where I was like, definitely can't say that anymore. Definitely can't say that anymore. But it definitely can't be sexual. And then like I got to a point even in the last couple of years where I was like, damn, I can't fucking talk about that anymore. And it's just like, what am I gonna like? Am I watering down my persona?
Yeah.
But you're really not. You're growing.
Yeah, it's important to look at it that way. I think because it's something I've like sort of struggled with in my head. After like
You want to be you.
yeah.
So, but
Yeah. Speaking of
so sad now.
Speaking of struggling, I've been less of I used to be more of an internet bully too. I'm really not anymore. I used to just like call people out on
I love
the
it,
internet.
though.
Love it. I saw something you did. There was I don't remember what hardcore band it was in, but one of the like some guy with a thick neck like talking on his phone like, whoa, immigrants and Trump, and you like commented that you're like come to Hartford and get choked out by Ben Grippo or something.
Oh, fucking Chubby Fresh from the band One Life Crew from Cleveland.
Oh my God.
Known racist.
Yeah, I loved that. I really appreciated that you did that.
Yeah, like whatever. Like those dudes were, and people will fight me on this, but those dudes were like a big like victory band back in like the late 90s when like Hatebreed was like not popped up to like the level that they are, Integrity, Earth Crisis, like those type of bands. And they were always kind of like a rung under, but they knew all those dudes and they would play shows everywhere. And like they started out as like a straight edge, like there was like Youth Crew straight edge. It was totally positive. Dudes wearing Letterman jackets and like low top running sneakers and doing certain kind of stage diving and dances. And then there was them that they had the same straight edge message, but on the front of their first CD, there was like a low rider. And it was like, And then they totally took like, they in between songs they used to like make fun of like people with Indian accents.
Wow.
And there's a fucking they definitely have a lyric where it's like, dirty fucking leeches, you must get out, like talking about like people from other countries. And then one dude in the band just started being really outspoken about like immigrants. And then like he had a couple black friends, but then made like some totally like anti-black statements. And then it turned into one of those things where like you're not relevant anymore, but if you're saying this crazy unpolitically correct shit, you're kind of out there on people's radar. And there's a couple people I know like that.
Yeah.
And he was just making a couple references that I knew were true because I'll get challenged by friends being like, you don't know he said that. And I'll be like, here you go. And then they're like, okay, all right. And that's when I was like, yo, come to Connecticut and I'll fucking choke the shit out of you. And like, it was in like like a Facebook or an Instagram like live video, and
Yeah,
like, you know, when the comments just kind of go up past their face.
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta screenshot this now.
I went and I saw the screenshot and I went and watched the video to see it pop up to see what the guy said afterwards.
Dude, I did the same thing to Joe Rogan last night. And my girl, like, Megan got weird with me, but it's like, I'm doing it to be funny. All right, so Joe Rogan is an outspoken hater of Connecticut. Okay.
Oh, I had no idea.
It's not the fucking coolest place in the world, but it is where I'm from. So I do have like a stake in like how I feel. I grew up here. I'm a native, and I get it. People from other places, I live in California. Yeah, California is better than Connecticut. I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
New York City, yeah, they're better than Connecticut, but Connecticut has a lot of things to offer that those places don't. So like, I used to listen to him all the time, like Cool Topics, and then I just started finding this out about him, and I think at one point he might have had a bad show here, and that's why he doesn't like it. And he posted that he was at Peter Luger's last night, and he wrote #Brooklyn. And me, being a food writer, was like, you fucking caveman, there's so much better food in Brooklyn. But whatever, it's the fucking Meathead Steakhouse to go to, and if you're going to go to any steakhouse anywhere, Peter Luger's is probably the number one choice. And he had just posted it. It said like 14 seconds. I was the first comment, and I just wrote, you simp, and I took a fucking screenshot of it. And now I looked at it this morning. There's like 19,000 comments, and I was just kind of like, yeah, like he'll never see that. He'll fucking never see that. But the funny thing is, when you comment on someone's post that one of your friends sees, they will see that.
Yeah.
So like, all right, all my friends are gonna see that. Send this to him now. Yeah, like that shit to me is funny. I don't give a fuck. Like if you're being an internet bully and being like mean about it to someone that's like, you know, less, like they have less than you, or like if you're being outright mean, but if you're calling someone out that's doing something that's totally wrong, I love that.
I think it's great to call celebrities out or something like that. That's fine. Yeah.
Even if you got like people that you don't know, like I do it to people that are saying fucking crazy racist shit all the time. I love doing it to people that are making like really, really unpolitically correct comments about opioid use. Like I had one dude one time was like, I forget what it was on, but he was like, fucking junkies, they deserve to die. And I was just like, I'll go to your house and kill you right now. Like I'll call him, like, cause that's my stake in life. Like that's what I defend. And I had another kid one time, so it was on some thread, and like I told somebody, I was like, hey man, if you ever need help, like hit me up. Like I'll give you information on how to like get on methadone or like get inpatient services. And I said something about methadone, and some fucking little piece of shit kid from New Haven, and I took a screenshot of his Facebook page because I knew I'd run into him one day, but I erased the picture. He said, oh, we get it. You got a job security. And I was like,
wow,
you motherfucker.
Yeah.
And like, those are the things that I'll still put my shit on the line for.
Yeah, because for some reason with the internet or Facebook, people are like so disconnected from reality that they don't think about how what they're saying affects other people, or how like when they say something like that about opioid addiction, like that there's real people that are experiencing this, and
you have to be sensitive to that.
I'm just some person on the internet, and they should all die. Screw them. Yeah,
totally. And I can't stand for that.
They deserve to be called out. I started it was really toxic for me getting into like Facebook arguments or like things like that. So I just started deleting people that were saying racist stuff.
Oh yeah, and this has all happened in the last 2 years. Like,
yeah.
Oh, the 99% of it.
Because Trump has emboldened these people to be mostly white males that feel like it's like nothing is working out for them in their life, so they identify with this and feel and like are able to look at like, oh, it's immigrants or this thing or that thing that is why my life sucks.
And don't get me wrong, I've definitely fucking unfriended some females over it, and it's really crazy. And it's just like, how can you take that stance knowing the facts you know? And it's like, okay, you're just ignorant. There's no reason. And like I thinned the herd a lot, because at one point in my life I was like, more fucking followers I got, more people are gonna listen to my music, more people are gonna come to an event I fucking have. And now I'm just like, boom, you're gone. I want to get it down to a number that like I can look at the thing and be like, I know him. Like, I know that person. I've had a genuine connection in real life with that person. People from fucking high school that I fucking went to, they're like not a good friend of mine. No
reason to stay in touch with them. They're not coming to my show.
No.
They're saying something like they're sharing some racist meme or something. I don't need to see that. I just don't need to see it.
Yeah, and it's just like and the thing is like everybody jokes, and I know who's joking,
Yeah.
and like even my black friends. I have black friends that make black jokes all the time. I'm not gonna unfriend them and tell them that they're racist.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I know, like, you got a bullshit meter also. Like, I can tell when someone's being outwardly, like, hateful towards some shit like that, whether it's women, transgendered people, anybody that's not white,
Yeah.
like, people with problems, like people with disabilities.
Yeah.
Definitely had to fucking unfriend some people that make fun of shit like that. And I'm just like, but at one point, did I make fun of like somebody that was like
I did too, yeah.
mentally retarded
Yeah,
at one point
yeah.
or had a disability? But yeah,
But as a 29-year-old, I'm not doing that anymore, and I don't need that. I don't need that in my face.
you've grown up and your mind has grown up.
Yeah.
And like, and the thing is, like, I always tell like people, as like, this is the beautiful thing about being a 40-year-old man with his own fucking life. I can fucking do whatever I want and never have to speak to these people again if I don't feel like it. I'm not like some teenager that's trying to be fucking accepted by people. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck who likes me or not. There was a point in my life where I really would fret over people that didn't like me. And I just don't know when that left my life. I think a lot of it has to do with like guilt of being a heroin addict for 10 years because you feel like you have to live up and change your life. And now I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I've done what I've done and I fucking paid for it 100-fold and I give back. So I don't need to fucking deal with anybody that's not on the same fucking page as me. Fuck it.
Yeah, so there's the private Facebook group that we're both in, Struggling Struggle Rappers. That's
And
sort of how we
man,
got
I
there.
love it. I love it.
And yeah, I sort of stopped posting in there because I started to feel bad. But mostly it's like a lot of like flyers with like 20 rappers on there.
Those are my favorite things. But the thing is, like, I know that we will all start having laughs about people that aren't in the group that we actually think are just like not genuine in the music that they do.
Yeah.
And it's funny because, my girl is like, she's a nice person. She's a nicer, kinder person than I am. And one day, like, I was like posting something in there and she's like looking over my shoulder. She's like, what are you doing? And like, I explained to her what we were doing and she's like, that's so mean. And I was like, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And I know like some people are mad at me for me letting in other rappers into the group. And I was disappointed when we were talking about this before. I tried to do like a roast week where we made fun of each other in the group.
Which is totally fine with me.
Which I think we should be able to do, right?
Yeah.
If we're making fun of other rappers, we should be able to make fun of ourselves. Otherwise you're a target. If you take yourself too seriously, you're a target for that. You got to be able to laugh at yourself. So, I was really disappointed that no one dug up anything on me. There is an awful video of me rap battling at the West Haven beach, and it was like a super windy day, and it's all picked up on the the camera microphones. But I was awful. I had a different rap name. I don't want to say it because I don't want people to look it up.
Oh, dude, I bet you
if you could dig that up, I'll give you a free CD if you could find. No, I take that back because some people that are going to listen to this know exactly what I'm talking about, and then all my CDs are gone. So no, I will not give you a free CD. But if anyone can dig it up that wasn't around or part of my life during that time,
tell them you'll do their personal voicemail.
Yeah, I'll do your voicemail. If you could find that YouTube video without help of someone who was there or knew about it at the time, I'll do your voicemail.
I bet you my rap name before Ben Grimm was way worse than yours.
What was it?
Tito Jack Sin. S-I-N.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's edgy.
Yeah, very edgy. So stupid. Oh, man. Yeah, that's what I first started rapping under back in 1993, 1994.
Wow. I didn't know that you've been rapping that long.
Yeah, dude.
That's incredible.
You know Tim Wiggins, right?
Yeah.
Like me, Tim, and there was probably about 8 other guys from Bristol that we were all like, we were like a rap group from Bristol.
Was that Misery Crew or did that name come later?
No, that was the original Misery Crew.
Okay.
And then it kind of boiled down to the 3 of us. and that was it.
I remember I watched the music video for Bad Apples a lot of times. Like when I was first trying to figure out who rapped in Connecticut, that's something I kept going back to.
I had to remove that video from the internet because it incriminated Tim at a certain point during one of the many times he's gotten in trouble in his life, and I had to take it down, and I was so pissed because there was over like 20,000 plays, and I was like, the most successful video I've ever had on YouTube. I have to take down right now. But yeah, dude, it's funny. We used to say crazy shit, and that's what I was talking about before. That was the era, or before that video, before we even had a video. We were just dudes that recorded to like, we had like a DR 505 and like an actual mixer like this with the sampler button in the corner, and we had like songs where there was like 6 of us on it, and if you were the last dude that got past the mic and you fucked up, we all had to do it again. It was before any like recording program. Or if there wasn't like a computer program, like it was in a crazy ass big studio for people that like you heard like had MTV videos and shit. Like we didn't have capabilities like that.
Yeah.
We wouldn't even do it. Like CD came later. The funny thing is I have almost every song that we've ever recorded back then. There's like 198 songs all in my iTunes, and it's on like one little like flash drive. I can give it to you if you ever just want to go down a deep weird shitty rap hole.
Yeah, that's cool. I love shitty rap holes,
dude. You would appreciate it.
I feel like that's how I got the confidence to start rapping too. Was like I was seeking out things like I was like, oh cool, Misery Crew, and like there's these other like like indie rappers in the state that I could sort of like seek out and find my way to meet them, and here we are in your studio right now. So
yeah, did
that. But I was also really into following really shitty local rappers, and I think that's why I have the Struggle Rappers private Facebook group now. I was like looking at these guys, like these guys are terrible, but they're playing shows and they have albums. Like I could do this. I could do this. So then I was playing. I like. Ooh,
I'm burping. So I didn't want to burp into the mic.
It's the bubbles.
Yeah,
dude.
I'm pretty. We're up here drinking some motherfucking Waterloo, and
legendary taste.
Me and Old Self, and I'm really glad, but we are both huge fans of straight seltzer, not flavored. And
yeah, I also like flavored, but
you like flavored,
you can't go wrong with the straight seltzer. Flavorless for me. Yeah. So I love seeking out like terrible rappers, and it motivated me to be a rapper.
That's the thing. Like with me, it's like if you're from Connecticut and you're rapping and you're putting your music out and you love what you do and you have people that listen to your music, like you could be garbage. Like, but if you're being humble about it, I love it. You know, I love it. You know what I mean? Like there's people out there that are working really, really hard. Maybe they'll get somewhere one day, maybe they won't. And I just respect it because I had to do that at one point.
Yeah, and I think it's good. Like there's for sure there's rappers that I've seen or been on shows with where it's like they're not good, but I could tell they're going to be good. Or they
mean it.
Yeah. Like there's something in them. They just don't have. They don't have the best taste right now, so they're doing things that are kind of bad.
Yeah.
But then there's people that are just bad and are doing big things out here in the 203.
But they're not.
They're not. Yeah.
You know who I really love, and he's one of the most humble dudes ever, and he is really, really hardworking. Is the Red Baron.
He's always selling tickets for shows. Every show he's like, hey, can I get on this bill?
Dude, I'll sell tickets. He puts in work.
Yeah.
Whether his music is fucking... I've listened to a couple of his songs, and he's got a couple songs I really like. And I played one of his songs before somebody's podcast. But regardless of what the caliber of his music is, he's out there busting his ass and trying to move up the ladder. And he's doing way more than I ever did to try to get somewhere. And when I see somebody doing some shit like that, I just respect it off the bat. You know what I mean? You're trying to fulfill your dream. You know what I mean? And you ain't gonna fucking do that not trying, you know what I mean? And I respect that shit.
It's good to see someone working hard and taking risks to get stuff done that they want to do.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But then there's I played a show in Albany, and it was a dude that was from Connecticut that I didn't know. And what the fuck was he saying? He had a t-shirt that was one of the highway signs, like 91 or like 84 or 95 or something. What the fuck did he say? He kept saying it over and over, and it wasn't even a hook. It was just like over and over in the song. He was like, I'm a dope MC. I'm a dope MC. I'm a dope MC. I'm a dope MC. Yo, he said it like 30 times to the point where I had time to grab one of my friends and just laugh from way in the back of the bar and be like, what is he doing? You know what I mean? And that is like, I don't care how the fuck hard you're working because this is not genuine.
No.
Oh, he didn't say dope though. He said something else. Fuck. Oh man, my memory is shot.
Were you playing a show with like the Pig Food Records guys up there?
Yeah, this one was at so there's a dude up there that does kind of like the equivalent of like a hip hop for the homeless thing in Connecticut, but this isn't like charity based. It's just this thing that was called the Beat Shot Festival, and it's pretty much everybody that did any sort of music in that Albany area, and they asked people to come from other places, and it was like 3 days, like like kind of like a rap festival at this. They kind of move it around, and for a couple of years it was really big, and we were always asked to come up and play, and I think they still do it, but it's like they've whittled it down to like 1 day thing, and yeah, I saw all kinds of cool shit up there, but like that's where I definitely saw the dope MC. That's a dope MC, dude. It was so good. But yeah,
I ran into Desmatic like a month ago.
Where was he?
He was in Hamden to see Y and Open Mike Eagle.
Yeah, he hit me up, and it was like a weekday show, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, he's like, he came down with my friend Andrew, and they asked me to go, but like I sometimes I just hate being fucking old because my alarm goes up at 3:45. Unless I have the day off the next day, I'm going to bed. I'll be shot.
It's hard for me to make it out to a weekday show.
And they were like, yo, come out. And I love Open Mike Eagle. And I was just like, damn, like I fucking wish I could go. I totally forgot he came. He's great. Like,
yeah, I saw him in like the dork. I'm like, what are you doing here? Like we're here. Like I know we're here for a show. But he's like, oh, it's like it came out for this great show. I'm like, that's like a pretty long drive from Albany.
Yeah,
right?
Dude, that's over a 2-hour drive to come on a weekday. That's dedication to a show.
I live in the next town over. I'm like, I got to go all the way to Hamden. I got to go to Hamden for the show.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome, man. I have to go up there next week to play. You remember Alaska from Hangar 18? Yeah. He
just put out an album.
He just put out an album, and that song that I was telling you about where I like smacked the girl's butt in the video, that happened like 2 years ago, but it's like he wants to perform the song. So he's doing his whole album, and then a couple songs with like a bunch of people on it. So I have to go up there, perform that song. And he's great. I still have yet to put him on the podcast, but like he's a great friend of mine. He's awesome. He had a good history in rap, you know what I mean? Like he was on a bunch of fucking Cannibal Ox songs. He was on one of the only like successful fucking bands or like groups that came off of Def Jux. And like he's just like, he's Alaska. And like if you know like East Coast underground New York rap, you fucking know who Alaska is. So he's playing a show, and that's gonna be really fun. And he's another one. He's a smart rapper. He's got a fucking daughter, and he's a dude that is like conscious in what he says. You know what I mean? Yeah. He's not out there saying crazy shit either.
Yeah, and like it's difficult. I think people with bigger followings struggle with that too, where they're like, oh, that's not the same. Their music isn't the same. It's like they're like a middle-aged man right now. Like Method Man is old. Yeah. And it's like I love the Beastie Boys, and they were had like misogyny in their lyrics, and then it's like you have to respect women in like their later albums, right? Yeah. Stuff like that, or like the Free Tibet stuff. Like they grew up a lot, and they like, if you were to listen to their catalog, they contradict themselves throughout their career, which is awesome.
Yeah, I think. Totally. And it's like some people will be like, he's from the hood, and it's kind of like, then you have to look at it through a different lens, and it's like, all right, totally different kind of rap, totally different kind of like listening base, totally different kind of like how they came up in the game. And then people will get into that argument also. Yeah. And then that's where I pick and choose, you know what I mean? But still, it ain't what I do.
Yeah, like I mean, I love Danny Brown, but that's not the music I'm gonna make. I'm not gonna rap about that stuff. That's not my life. Yeah. Like
he's crazy.
Yeah. Love Danny Brown.
What's the coolest show you ever played?
I don't know. I think my mixtape release show was a lot of fun because there was a lot of people that came out, like Stella Blues, which is a pretty small club. It sucks pretty bad. It was packed. There's probably close to 100 people there. That was cool in that way. That's big for me. I don't know. That's a tough question. I played Sean Ritchie's like brewery can release the other weekend.
I see that you play a lot of breweries.
Hoax Brewing, and I didn't know what to expect there. When you play a brewery, it's like people are there like, I'm here to buy beer. Why are these guys rapping? This is weird. And sometimes people that are there like get into it or whatever. But it's at like his brewery is out of Overshores in East Haven. And I thought it was just going to be people like filtering in and out all day. It was like a 10-hour event. I'm like, this is way too long. And it was my grandma's birthday that day. So I was like chilling with my grandma for a little bit and like, sorry, I got to go do a show.
That's awesome.
And the place was packed. Like it had to be like, that show was a lot of fun. And LT Headtrip came up and performed with me, who produced the album. He did his own set. And it was like a crazy big crowd. In that way, and like that was awesome. Shout out to Sean Ritchie and Hoax Brewing. I also, a year or two ago, I had Milo and Elucid at Crunch House, and I opened. And this was the best show for like in recent memory for me because it was over at 11 o'clock and I was in bed by 11:30 and went to work the next day.
Awesome.
And Milo has like a lot of younger fans, so everyone was there like at doors. So it wasn't no like rap time stuff. Like that's what I'm looking for in a show now in my age. Is like this starts on time and ends at a decent hour. And if it's a weekend, we could go like party somewhere else after, or it's a weekday, it's like I could be home in bed and get to work tomorrow. That's a great show to me now.
Hell yeah. I've played some shows where I will call it a great show because I rapped well. And then I'll play a great show that I'll say was a great show because the attendance was really high.
Yeah.
And then there will be like a great show because you like were under like a dope headliner that you knew and there was like a good amount of people there, shit like that. There's all kinds of good shows. Or a good show that you just had a fucking good time with your friends at.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think that's why it's hard for me to name them. Yeah, it's definitely not all about attendance. I had a great time opening for John Wayne recently. That was a lot of fun.
Who? John Wayne?
John Wayne. He was on Stone's Throw. He's from California.
I love anything Stone's Throw.
Yeah, he's like a rapper producer. And he was on tour. And me and Headtrip opened for him at Cafe 9. And it was cool because John Wayne has a good following. So there's all these people in there that had no idea who we were. We had a great set to open the show, and like people were. There was a line at the John Wayne merch table afterwards, so the people in line were like buying our merch on the way to get that. John Wayne's. It was
so cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I definitely think you should do like a 4-song with our buddy Eric Lamb.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a name for what you would call yourself? And Chum were talking about it one day.
Yeah. Eric Lamb and I, it was when Vine was a thing, and we were Eric Lamb and I were sort of on tour. We tried doing a tour, and it sort of didn't come together, and GDP picked us up for a couple dates, and I think we were in Cambridge, Massachusetts, and we're just sitting in my car looking at Vine. So this place is what year
amazing.
It was, yeah. And and we were looking at Vine, the After Dark hashtag Vines.
Yep.
And one of them was like hashtag Daddy's Firm Hand or something. So
I remember that. That's what it was. Daddy's Firm
so
Hand.
Eric is like, that's the name of our rap group. Which I don't know how what I think about that.
I love it.
Okay. I don't know what other people make of that, but Daddy's Firm Hand, I guess is that's me and Eric Lamb.
If you guys were to make an album, who would you ask to do the production?
I would definitely want to rap over something from Chum.
Me and Chum always talked about it. If you guys wanted to do that, we would like to like have a part in like making it fucking come out. If you guys ever wanted to do it,
I'd love that.
Fucking 4 songs, that would be really fucking cool, man.
I would love to do that.
And at some point, I have a 4-song coming out right now, and I have 2 songs in the hole. I got to do 2 more. But after that, I'm going to try to actually, at the age of 40, compile like a 10-song album. I need you.
Oh hell yeah!
I need you.
I'm so down for that.
Hell yeah. I just like Connecticut. Like, there's some Connecticut rappers, like, well, actually, now that I think about it, there's not many. There's not many that are like, if you fucking went somewhere and was like, yo, who do you know that raps from Connecticut? Like, they won't be able to list off a lot of names, like, even if they are or not involved in, like, the underground hip hop scene.
Yeah, they might know Apathy.
Yeah.
But even I feel like he has a niche market as big as he is, right?
Totally.
Chesky, as big as he is, he's like toward
Yeah.
the world, but he also has a very like niche.
He's
like,
another one
yeah,
that
yeah.
he has a huge following in underground rap, and as like rap on a whole, like maybe a couple people because of his like connections to like Rhyme Sayer stuff, like, you know, Apathy has a connection through like DJ Premier. Somebody might know him through that. You know what I mean?
Do you know Mr. Magic from Connecticut? This is a stone's throw thing too.
Yes.
Like old as shit. Like yeah. So I booked MC Paul Barman for the
Love him.
Fochella. He's a super nice guy. Sometimes when I was super into like booking rappers that I was a fan of, that was difficult because they're asking for money. I'm like, yeah, take all the money. You're great.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. MC Paul Barman, and it's like you meet people that are like, man, this person's kind of an asshole.
Yeah.
But like MC Paul Barman was super nice, super friendly, great to work with. He brought Mr. Magic to the Fochella show. So this guy is like 70 something years old, and Mr. Magic was going to go up and perform one song during Paul Barman's set. And Mr. Magic is in the parking lot and he's nervous. He's like, this doesn't look like a hip hop crowd. This doesn't look like a hip hop crowd. Meanwhile, like Political Animals is killing it to like the packed tiny room at the outer space.
Yeah.
And like, so Mr. Magic is about to go on stage and I'm standing in the front and Paul's like, do you think it was worth it for me to bring Mr. Magic here? I was like, no, not at all. And then Mr. Magic, God bless him, he gets on stage and then it's also a premiere of his music video. So someone made a music video with like Second Life characters and Second Life footage to like the Mr. Magic song, whatever it's called, the
That's
popular
so
one. And he
sick.
just like rapped over his song while the music video is playing in back of him.
I met Paul Barman years ago at Scribble Jam
Wow.
and Edon.
Oh, I love Edon.
Edon and fucking Homeboy Sandman have an album coming out.
Wow.
That's going to be
Oh
sick.
yeah, I think I saw that on Instagram. Yeah.
I saw that and I got so psyched
Well,
because that's the shit I like.
Edon just did something with Ural Droog and Wiki too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's the shit that I like to. That's rap that I listen to. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. Cameron drops a new fucking song. I'm going to listen to it.
Yeah.
But like for shit that I like, that I would like, you know, a bill that I would like to play on, it's those guys.
Yeah. Edon, I never booked him because I think I hit him up, and when I was doing that stuff, he was asking for too much for me.
And he just disappeared for years.
Yeah, I saw him a couple times. I think at I went to, what was the place called? Like Santos Party House in the basement in the smaller room. I saw him play with
Andrew
with Beans.
WK's fucking venue. Yeah.
They got like shut down a couple times because people were selling weed out of it or something like
Yo,
that.
that place was crazy. We went to an after party after a show we played for, what the fuck is like the Music Week thing that goes on in New York? Fuck.
Yeah, I know what you're talking.
New York Music Week or something.
Something. I forget what it's called.
It's got like a fucking CMJ. Yeah, CMJ.
Okay.
And we played the fucking Knitting Factory, and then we went there afterwards. That place was fucking lawless. Very crazy.
Yeah.
Do you like Gary Wilson?
I don't know who that is.
Oh my God. He is just like a crazy, like jazz, like he's probably the most out there fucking musical person you'll ever meet or hear of. You probably won't meet him, but like he had an album come out on Stone's Throw. I'll send you some of the stuff.
Gary Wilson.
Yeah,
okay.
You're going to love it. You never heard my Chromium Bitch?
No.
Dude, you're going to love it. You're going to love it. Yeah, like anything Stone's Throw, like all that, like those dudes like really think about and put a lot of effort into like production and getting real good like beats that are smart from smart places. It's very different than the regular hip hop you'll hear.
Yeah,
like that's like those dudes love jazz.
I think like right now is their direction isn't mostly hip hop anymore, is it?
No,
It's
they're like
changed a little bit.
Yeah, they're like a weird, like they put out like jazz bands and like weird shit.
Is Peanut Butter Wolf from Connecticut? because he has a. It's like Stone's Throw has a weird connection to Connecticut. They put out that vinyl record of like Connecticut hip hop from the 70s and early 80s. I forget what they called that. And then like they have what is it? The Step Kids are from Connecticut, right? And they're on Stone's Throw.
And I think I actually do. If it's not Connecticut, it's like upstate New York. I'm not really sure.
Okay.
Or Boston. I know he has an East Coast connection, but like that's another like obscure thing that I'd need to look into. But those dudes are based in LA, so
Yeah. I watched the Stone's Throw documentary on Netflix not that long ago. I forget what that was called.
Very cool.
It was a good watch.
I gotta watch it.
Yeah.
There's a couple of things I need to watch.
I started watching this Netflix series. I can't really talk about it because I'm only 2 episodes in at this point, but it's called Wild Wild Country, and it's about this guru in India in the 70s that had this huge following of mostly like Westerners and white people, and they find like they're like, okay, we're growing too large for our place here. We need to find a place of land where we'll create this like utopian society. Totally like social anarchist type stuff where they're just like they made a town in Oregon, and so the neighboring townspeople of like population of 40 are pissed off that all these people are in there.
Is it based off a true story?
It's a documentary.
Okay.
And I'm watching it. I've only watched the first 2 episodes, and I'm like, that guy looks familiar. So the guru is this dude Osho, and I haven't since I moved to New Haven. I was living in Milford. I moved to New Haven while like the 10 minutes apart that they are has prevented me from meditating with this high school teacher. So my Latin high school teacher, George Woodbridge, love him, great guy. He studied under this dude Osho. This documentary is about the guy and his following Osho.
Okay.
So it like blew my mind. I'm like, wow, I'm gonna like find like I had no idea. I was doing this guy's meditations in this guy's in Woodbridge's living room.
Awesome.
So I'm super interested to know. I haven't talked to him about it.
Is it a series?
It's a series. Yeah, it's a documentary series.
Wild Wild Country.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna start it.
Yeah, I've just started it, and I was like, wow, I was doing this guy's meditations. This documentary series is about this guy. And
You only had
no
like
idea.
2 degrees of separation.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I've just been watching because they now have it on Netflix, and they have 10 seasons, and they are making new ones. Ancient Aliens.
Nice.
And there is some stuff on Apple TV called like UFO TV, and it's just like everything obscure. Like the other day I watched this thing called the Carpathian Sphinx, and it's just like super crazy conspiracy, like alternative thinking shit. I love stuff like that. And my girl does too. And her fucking stepfather does. And now I have such a better connection with the guy.
Oh, that's awesome.
Dude, on Easter, he was like, we were talking, he's like, yo, fucking, there ain't no motherfucking Jesus. He was like, we were brought here. We're a hybrid race. And they fucking put us here from another planet. And they're going to check on us sometime. I was like, holy fuck. I was like, total connection with this guy when I just thought he was just like some regular older person. So fucking great. I love him. I watched Godless was like one of the favorite things, like best things I've watched on Netflix.
What's that?
It's like a Western. And it was like 8 episodes. It was about like this lady that had her own land, and like it's just like a Western. It was really good, and it wasn't cheesy. And you know, fucking Jeff Daniels from fucking Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah,
he plays a villain, a nasty motherfucker. It's so funny watching him in like a crazy role where he's a total fucking psychopath. I loved it. If you like shit like that, I would suggest to watch that.
Yeah, I should check it out. I have like a long list of things that I've started and haven't finished on Netflix. I have commitment issues with television shows.
The thing is, for years I did too, and
so I just like fall asleep watching The Office every day.
Yeah, I've never, like back in the day, like I was dating a couple different girls that were like staunch supporters of like Game of Thrones, and I could just never jump in at the right time. I do love The Lord of the Rings, and I do love like medieval dragon shit, but I just couldn't bring myself to watch it. Never have sat through a full episode of Breaking Bad either, just because it's like you can get a Breaking Bad shirt at Walmart. It's just like one of those weird things that I never got into.
So I was watching Breaking Bad, and this was with my ex-girlfriend years ago, and then we were watching it together, and then one day I don't remember, like she was home and watched episodes without me, and then we were in a different place. I was like, all right, I'm done with the show.
Fuck you,
I'm done with the show.
Yeah, that definitely has happened to me.
I'm done with the show, and I'm done with you.
Everybody tells me to watch Black Mirror. I just haven't.
It's okay, and that's a show that it's not. It's like each episode is self-contained, so it's like you could just like
you don't need to see one to make sure everything's going on the right way.
As far as I know, because I've just seen a few episodes.
Love Stranger Things, but the second series, it's like anything else, like True Detective, one of the best fucking things I've ever watched, and then the second season was like whatever.
I like the second season of Stranger Things, except for that side story of in Chicago. It was like, this is weird.
Yeah,
it's like they were testing the waters to see if they could do a spin-off and continue to like make money off this,
or it was like filler or something.
I don't know. It didn't make sense.
What else is there? Fucking, because I'm not like, I don't watch TV shows. Like I watch like Netflix. I do want to see what this new Lost in Space is all about. You see the trailers for that yet?
No.
Dude, it looks sick. And it's like, today, if there was like a little kid, Will Robinson or whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah, I think that's his name.
And everything is like current, like crazy technical.
Oh, cool.
Not like fucking from like the 50s or 60s or whatever.
Yeah.
Yo, you know what movie I want to go see? And the dude from The Office is in it. That fucking Be Quiet or something.
I don't know. I don't watch movie trailers.
Dude, that
I have no idea what
do you
movies
like
are.
scary movies?
Some of them, yeah.
You know the couple in The Office, the guy and the girl that are always like
Pam
on
and
off?
Jim?
Jim is a dad.
Oh, you know what? I did see the trailer for this today.
Yo.
I was like, I don't watch movie trailers. I saw it like last night.
Terrifying.
Okay.
I want to see that. And then there's another one. I forget the name of the trailer, but it's about like these dudes that leave a cult, but then they go back 10 years later. And like all this crazy shit is happening, and it's kind of like, it's not paranormal. It's kind of like a mind fuck Inception kind of thing. Like there's definitely like a thing that they like flash to, and like this dude's pulling like a rope, but it's like going up into the black sky, and like the moon is moving towards him. It's like an acid, like, dude, the phone's ringing.
Whoa.
Yeah,
phone is ringing. Do we have a guest calling in right now?
Dude, I need to fucking ask my landlord the number so I can do this.
That'd be so cool.
But that's how I know
we should just put him on. It's like, you're on. Hi, this is.
Yeah, it definitely went to. He never checks that, and like, look at that phone.
Look at that phone. Yeah, so, like the fax machine over there. I had students the other day like looking up contact information for like Rosa DeLauro and Chris Murphy and Richard Blumenthal, and they're like, "What's that F mean?" I'm like, "Oh, that's for like, what's the P and the F mean?" I'm like, "That's phone and fax." And they're like, "What's a fax?"
Dude, it's so
I'm like,
crazy.
a fax machine. I'm like, it's like an email in physical form.
Yeah.
That's how I explained it to him. But it was like crazy to me to like, it's like, what's a fax machine?
I
barely know what a fax machine is.
Dude, my agency still uses the fax machine on a high level, and it like fucks things up. Like we fax over doctor's orders to get signed, and they fax them back, and then we can change shit in the computer for patients' methadone dosages. And like sometimes that shit get lost, and it's so stupid. We're moving to an EMR like next month, so everything's paperless and online. But that's gonna be so fucking like learning a new system.
Yeah,
it's fucking crazy. But as a teacher, I would think you deal with fucking shit like that too.
Yeah, no, I don't really have to do. I make a lot of copies. We don't have textbooks. All the kids got Chromebooks and like materials. It's like got to generate them myself. I use a lot of paper every week.
You're 10 years younger than me. Do you remember when people would give you worksheets in high school, but they would call them a ditto?
I early in elementary school, there was older teachers that called it a ditto.
And you never hear that. Like, what the fuck was a ditto?
Yeah. Also, an overhead projector. I had this.
I have a good story.
This may or may not be a good. This is not a good story, but this biology teacher, he was at the overhead projector. He would, when he was thinking of what to write in the notes, because it's like he didn't have lesson plans. He just made stuff up from his head and wrote it down.
Yeah.
He would shake his hand to where it would like create extra lines and dots on the overhead projector. He was just like shaking his hand when he was thinking.
My fourth grade teacher was out one day, and the lady next to her in the hallway was this woman, Miss Silkman, who was a known like witch, like mean to the kids. Fourth grade, right? fifth grade or fourth grade? No, Mr. Dibb was my fifth grade teacher. Miss Silkman one day, remember how like in a classroom in the back there was like a counter, might have a sink, and then cabinets.
Yep.
And the fucking overhead projector was above that. This woman's not even, she's probably about 5 feet tall, right? And at the time, she was like 50 something. Climbs up onto the counter and is reaching up to get a fucking heavy ass like projector. She starts to pull it down, it falls, smashes her in her face, and she falls off the counter she's standing on. And it smashes on the ground, and we're all like looking at her like, what the fuck do we do?
Yeah, that's
So I go over, remember the things on the wall that you could call the office? Like you pull a little lever and it's like, "Brr," and you can call down to the
Yeah.
office. I go over, I pull it, and I'm like, hello? And they're like, stop messing around. Stop messing around. I was like, Miss Silkman fell. And all of a sudden you just hear like a stampede of like dress shoes like flying up the fucking the hallway, and they just come in, they bring her out. She came back a couple days later with like a bandage on her head. I felt
Wow.
so bad.
Silkman.
Do you know the band Neurosis?
I'm familiar with the name.
So they were like they don't even really have their own genre. They play shows with like Converge, but they can also play like a doom metal show or like a stoner metal show.
Okay.
Or like even like a fringy like dark metal show, but they're very almost psychedelic, like just like shit is weird, droney and shit.
Cool. I'm gonna probably listen to that. On the
You'd
way
like
home,
listen
yeah.
to their own shit, their old shit. But the dude, one time I saw him in New Britain at this place that used to be called the Sports Palace, and they had an overhead projector while they were playing. And remember like the weird like those weird like pieces of plastic that was like a magnifying glass almost that you would like lay on it and it would go up.
Yeah.
These dudes had like they must have taken 2 pieces of laminated plastic and like sealed the edges, but with different color food colorings inside, and they sealed it so there was like weird bubbles in it, and they put that to be projected onto the back wall, and they would push it in different places, and it would be like bloom, bloom, bloom. These weird bubbles would come out.
I played a show with someone that did something similar to that. This guy from Georgia, Merc Daddy Flex, had this great name.
I love it.
Great name. And he had this like projectionist that had 2 overhead projectors and was doing like weird stuff like that with it.
That's so. I
Yeah.
love shit like that.
Yeah.
I love when somebody incorporates like a weird thing into their stage show that like really shouldn't be there.
I stopped doing it because there's just like too much stuff to carry around. And I also left my VCR in my ex-girlfriend's studio, so I don't have a VCR anymore. Oh, you got one here?
Right behind you, dog.
Amazing. So I had like a VCR from my mom's house that I took, and I bought like a frame for a projector screen sort of, and just put a sheet over it. And I would just play VHS tapes during the live show. So like Mrs. Doubtfire
Love
or
that
like
shit.
Mortal Kombat and stuff. And at Stella Blues, when I played there, I put this is like such a lazy thing, just like, oh well, let's do this cool stuff. It's just a like very lazy way to do it, but it was still dope. Put the VHS player on the subwoofer, so like the bass would shake the tape, so that it would
rumble.
ripple. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Like that shit's smart.
Yeah.
Enemy has that weird like static TV on his fucking merch table.
Oh, he's like such a merch guy. He's got so much merch.
Dude, he has definitely like 12 different fucking t-shirts that you could buy from him at any point.
Yeah, and he's at the venue at like 6 o'clock for a 10 o'clock show, setting up his merch table.
His tagline is the hardest working rapper in Connecticut, and it's true.
He lives up to it. He has so much merch. I think he has some of my merch. I think he has buttons of mine that he puts
He
out.
totally sells
Yeah.
other people's merch. That's fucking dope. Well, my friend, you said that you didn't want to go over 40 minutes.
Wow.
We're at we're at an hour and 7 minutes.
Wow. All right, we're talking too much here.
So let's talk about real quick, like your upcoming tour.
Okay.
Your album coming out, where people can get it, and this video that I watched that I would like everybody to see. And is that available now, or is that dropping tomorrow too?
The video is available now.
I'm gonna I'm gonna put that out there. Everybody liked it.
Yeah, wow. We've been talking for a while. I'm still worried. I was worried when I was coming here that I'd just say a bunch of stuff that would make me cringe while listening back to it.
No.
Okay.
You were one of the most involved guests I've ever had. There was no dead air between. There was not a lot of yeah. So
Yeah, I think our convo is pretty free flowing here.
oh yeah, there's people that I can do it with, and then there's people that I need to cue. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
you rap and you stand on a stage all the time.
And I
you're-
stand up in front of kids every day. That's
you're
the hardest.
And you're like an obvious like good public speaker. So there's some people that I get in
thank
here
you.
and they fucking turn into rocks and they just don't. They get scared.
Yeah, I'm always afraid of like misusing words and I don't know.
I just do it.
Let's talk about this album. Let's talk about this album.
Let everyone know where you can hear it, where you can get it, where you can buy it.
So yeah, I'm Old Self, and the album is Word Art Gallery. Samantha MacGyver did the album art for the CD and the digital.
I love it.
And we have a special album art for the cassette, which is modeled after the WCW versus NWO World Tour on N64. It's like the cover of that N64 box.
That's so dope.
And you could get both of those and it digitally at wearethekarmakids.bandcamp.com. And I have a music video out right now directed by Mindplow. These are like weirdo comedy guys from New Haven.
Awesome.
And the music video is for the song Word Art, and that's the first single off that. That's on YouTube right now. You could also check that out, as well as a link to stuff on ctscramble.com right now.
Very cool.
Shout out to Dan O for putting that stuff up there for me. And I'm going on tour with Bald Afro starting this Friday. We've got a show at Bushwick Public House in Brooklyn, and Quelle Chris is playing that show.
Awesome.
That's super cool. And after that, we're hitting up Pittsburgh, Charleston, West Virginia, Asheville, North Carolina, Savannah, Georgia, Nolens. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Nolens. And then we're going back up to Morgantown, West Virginia, and then we're Philadelphia is where we're ending that off. And I've got a show.
Cafe 9, right?
Cafe 9, my Connecticut album release show is April 28th at Cafe 9.
I think
Eric Lamb is playing that.
I have somebody's birthday that day, but I'm not sure. It might be the day after. But I am.
I'll tell you about it.
But I am telling everybody right now that everybody knows about Cafe 9, and I'd really like everybody to go out and support Old Self because it's going to be an awesome show.
Thanks, Ben.
The couple songs I did listen to off of this were really fucking great. The video was one of the cooler videos I've seen in a long time, and that's really all I watch now are like rap dudes like that I know's videos. Like there's no MTV anymore, anything like that. Like that's what I watch. It's fucking hilarious. It's really fucking good. So yeah, I encourage everybody to go out to that Cafe 9 date.
April 28th.
April 28th. And yeah, buy the fucking record Tuesday.
Yeah, do it up.
Do
Put
it
it out on a Tuesday because I don't want to compete with everyone putting their stuff out on a Friday.
No, I drop this every Tuesday morning at 7 a.m.
And music used to come out on Tuesdays, right? That's when CDs used to drop.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going for.
Totally.
Yeah.
You're bringing it back to the old school, like an old fool.
Ooh, a little freestyle at the end.
Yold, Joel.
Old Self.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, my bud, Old Self, go grab the record, go out to his show, watch the video.
I'll see ya.
Thank you so much, my friend. This has been awesome.
Thanks, Ben. This is great. My hand is really sweaty right now.
Let's touch their hands together. Bye-bye.
Bye.
What brutes? What cowards? What fiends?
The new daddy in the boot like Boo Radley. Only wash my pants when my pants are too baggy. Fresh out the dryer, thighs larger than Mark McGuire's. Got a stiff upper lip with zip lines on my saliva. That's enzymes to digest. Eye of the tigress on the internet. No man is an island. I'm on the internet like hot singles in your area. I'm on the internet living life vicarious. Throttle down data, wireless carriers. What a time to be alive in America, like a whack hallucination. I'm losing patience. Windows 98, movie maker, lights, camera, action in innovative fashion. Tell me, do you really wanna unleash the dragon? The art of fourth and inches and artificial systems. I wrote a whole verse without disrespecting women. Welcome to the Word Art Gallery. Various styles in the Word Art Gallery. This is the Word Art Gallery. Various styles in the word art. Part Pauly Shore, part Al Borland. Find me at the B-ball court or the Caldor bargain bin. Partially parched, puffing a part of a parliament. On the weekend seeking a parking spot to party in. green hat, yellow cardigan. Chuck D and Lars Ulrich in an argument. Nostalgia makes me sick, but I'm watching bids on Nintendo 64 cartridges. Gotta stay positive. Cam on a wanna donkey lips, walking down the street with a pocket full of lozenges. Flip the script like Mr. Rogers switches kicks. Trust me, I'm a Dr. Octagon ecologist. Y'all can chomp on this. Shopping for a pot to piss, posse in effect, bat out of HE double hockey sticks. Uchi Wally Wally, watch me pop an Ollie switch. Illuminati got my mind, soul, and body sick. Welcome to the Word Art Gallery. Various styles in the Word Art Gallery. This is the Word Art Gallery. Various styles in the Word Art.
Brian, the pizza will be here at about 5:30.